It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
All right, here we go. All right, man, look at this. No. 319.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Newman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go now.
They'll set up the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Anderson. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
The first carry now. This is Johnson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this is complete to Zach Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Detroit, now let's go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Anderson to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Anderson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space. The end result, a fantastic run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And Once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Here's Anderson, operating from the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And out of bounds there on the kick. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the 20. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Again, it's Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead is now 13. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an out.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Finding room inside the 40. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the cap.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Anderson now on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. To throw is Anderson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now Anderson throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 27. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Anderson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. To throw on second down, Anderson. And some strong running. Flushed out right. They find some open field. Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 8 yards to go here on second down. Looking to throw. Anderson to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Screen play, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Anderson.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Back to throw. Anderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Anderson. Going to throw again. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Now, party, party. Now, let's go. Green.
Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Gun! Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here we go with Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Fresh set of downs here. Anderson now. Off the play fake. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Looking to throw. Anderson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Anderson on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Zach Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff looking right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go. Blue 90. Black 90. No, check.
third down. It's Newman, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, Anderson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. Anderson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Anderson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Anderson off play action. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Anderson now looking to throw on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to... And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.